Hare Krishna, Anita Madji, you okay?
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna. Yes,
Guruji.
Guruji, making you host.
Okay, host हो गया ना? Okay, sorry. Pandit Gadarpur, you have to make me a host also. Yeah, done. Now you can leave.
Could you
So
please
how?
check if you're able to share your screen?
Yeah, I think I'll be able to because I'm the host now. I think so. Yeah,
Okay, thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
So Anita ji, you're okay? So
I'm
did you hear the
fine.
recording? I hope you're
Sorry.
back in your. I hope you're back in your island.
I am back in my island, but not in my room. That's why I cannot on the video.
It's okay.
But I'm
I'm
back.
hoping I'll come back to Lanzarote maybe next week.
Oh, that's a great news.
Great news. It's not
Yes.
Krishna is appearing. It's me who's coming.
Oh,
Uh,
you are coming
uh,
through Krishna, which is so
I have a
good.
program in.
Happy.
Sorry. You complete first. Sorry.
No, you're coming through Krishna, so it's a really good news.
So
Okay.
on 21st and 22nd, there's a program in Fuerteventura. So since it is nearby only. So Simran, how are you? Hope you're okay. Your throat is okay.
Yeah, I'm better.
Good. I met your mother. I thought I'll call you today, and I hope your exams also went well.
Yeah.
Good. So let us start with invocation prayers with the blessings of the Lord. Then today is going to be a very interesting session. Something scientific. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nivishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Desha Tarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Let me plug in my. So something that you can recall from the previous session. I think you could. I think you both were not there, right? In the previous session.
I was there. We
Okay,
talk
something you
about
could.
what the meaning of Bhagwan is, the six
Mhm.
opulences the God owns. And after that, we talk about Dharma, what the meaning of Dharma
Correct.
is, and what is the Dharma of our soul, which is to
Correct.
serve the Lord.
So basically, we discuss about two things: the opulences of Lord, the meaning of the word Bhagwan. Bhag means six opulences, and Van means one who possesses six opulences. A person who possesses six opulences in unlimited quantity, oceanic quantity, is called Bhagwan. So six opulences are what, Nita Madadi?
Beauty, wealth, strength,
Beauty, wealth,
fame,
strength, fame.
uh, detachment,
Yeah, same renunciation.
renunciation, and I'm missing one.
I was aware.
Knowledge.
Knowledge,
Knowledge.
correct. So the God is omniscient. He knows everything of the creation, and the Lord is omniscient. Um, he's omniscient and omnipotent. He's all powerful. So someone who is omniscient and omnipotent together means he knows everything about the creation. He knows everything about us, and he's capable of doing everything for us. Omnipotent. So sometimes we are in some what call vicissitudes of life, like there's ups and downs in life. So Lord knows everything about your struggle, and He's capable of recorrecting everything. But despite our prayers, sometimes we don't get the response from the Lord the way we want. Is His plan sometimes because He knows and He's capable of doing, but still He's not doing something means He has a plan for you. Okay, so basically we discussed about the six opulences of Krishna. and which is beauty, fame, strength, knowledge, wealth, and renunciation. So Krishna has this six things in unlimited quantity. The very word name Krishna means all attractive. So God is attractive because God possesses six opulences in unlimited quantity. So in this material world, we feel attracted to some beauty, to someone who has wealth, to someone who has good power. So the Lord is the source of everything, and the Lord is the most attractive person in this world. And the second thing we discuss about the dharma. Dharma means the essential nature which cannot be taken away from the things, the essential quality of a thing. Just like the liquidity cannot be taken from the water, the essential quality of, say, ice is cold. So the essential dharma or the nature of the soul is to serve the Supreme Lord, Krishna. Now let me share my screen and to begin with the session today. Okay. Sorry. Uh, sorry, I have to go much backward. Okay. Now let me start with the one question. So this is our session today to find the ultimate genius, the mastermind behind this mysterious universe. So, does God really exist? What do you say? We are talking about God, Krishna, six opulences. But let
Yes.
me ask you, does God really, really, really exist?
Yes.
What makes you believe in God?
As you said, is omnipresent and so God is
Have
in
you seen God?
everything.
Have you seen God?
The murtis. We have the representation of God. And
Okay.
as you said in one of the first sessions, the mind is there, but we cannot see. So the God is
No,
there.
no, forget about my session. Have you seen God in person?
We
Some
have
No,
people
tiny
don't believe
amounts
in
of God
Murti,
in
you know.
ourselves.
no, but I think that like sometimes God can come in different forms. Like you may not see them in person, but maybe you feel their presence in like somebody else or like an animal or an object. So like maybe God is more like this force like in the universe that you believe in and like it brings you hope, but there's not
Maybe like God is a force. Perhaps you're not sure about it, huh?
no I know God is a force. God is a force that like
Mhm.
gives you courage and gives you hope and makes you feel like there's like a wiser being helping you. And maybe he
Is
like
it
channels.
God? Is it God or just your intuition, your inner mind giving inspiration, hope, intelligence?
I think part of it is God because I think I mean I don't know. I don't know.
His
So does
faith
God
also.
really, yeah, so does God really exist in this world? We'll find it up. Anything you have to say, Neeta? Anything from your side?
It's also the faith. If you believe in God, or it is six.
You
And
have your faith. I don't
but
believe in God, so, you know. You have your faith. I don't. I'm trying to play the devil's uh, workshop, what you call, the other side. Put argument on you, and then I don't. You have your belief. I don't believe. I don't believe God. There are many atheists. They say I don't believe in God. You have your own belief. I don't. I can't see your belief. You can believe
Mm.
mountain to be God. The mountain become God.
But the
So
world is a representation of God. I mean, we have tiny amounts of God in ourselves. That's why our soul is attached to God at the
who has
point.
seen the
And
soul? What soul is there? Who has seen the soul? Does soul exist? Have you seen the soul?
sure.
So let me share my presentation today with you, just to clarify some logical and scientific proof and evidences through which we can, we can realize the presence of God. So let me just clarify. So who creates and maintains? We explained the first class God. G for generator, O for operator, and D for destroyer. The God is he generates, operates, he maintains, and he destroys the universes. So who creates and maintains this beautiful, harmonious universe? Let's find it out. What is the harmony in this universe? Okay. So let me begin. We had 5 content of Bhagavad Gita. The Bhagavad Gita talks about only 5 things, right? We discussed in the first class. The connection of the soul with the divinity, with Ishwar or the God, is called connection of yoga. So there are 3 yoga being described in Bhagavad Gita. Karam yoga means how to live, Bhakti yoga means how to love, and Jnana yoga means how to let go. Don't take everything serious in your life. Learn how to let go. And the connection between the soul and the world, we, us, and the world is of karmas. We are in this world because of the karmas. So the activities. And the connection between the divinity of the God between the material world is of time. Because at proper time, Krishna creates and annihilates or destroys this world. So there's connection of time, activity, and karma. Now, in this class, we'll figure it out, the connection between the Lord and the Prakriti, how the Lord is maintaining this Prakriti. So, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Aham sarvasya prabhavo mata sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvita. I am the source of all spiritual material worlds, Krishna is saying in the Bhagavad Gita. And let us see how Krishna brings forth, how Krishna creates this world. Let us see the sum of the creation of Krishna. Because Krishna is saying, I'm the source of this material and spiritual world. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. Okay. So, to understand God and to understand his material arrangements or his prakriti or his nature requires intelligence. Only a wise person can understand that. So in our observation, we'll figure it out, these 5, 6 things. Wherever there's an artistry, there has to be an artist. Wherever there's an organization, there has to be an organizer. Wherever of any creation is there has to be creator. For any design, there has to be designer. Wherever there's an energy, there has to be energetic. And wherever there's a law, there has to be lawmaker. First, let us see the first thing. So Mona Lisa, Leonardo da Vinci. So there's a painting. These are all painting. So obviously, conclusively, logically, if there's a painting, there's a design, there's an artist, there's an artistry, there has to be an artist. So these are man-made paintings. So who made this? Logically, if there's an artistry, there has to be artist. Somebody made this paper rose, but we have a real rose which has a fragrance, which has a delicacies also. So let's go forward. Wherever there's an artistry, there has to be an artist. Let's look at this, some organizational.
Bees are called social insects because they live and work together as a community. Thousands of female bees, called worker bees, live together in a hive with a queen bee. The queen bee was marked with a red dot, so we can see her better. The worker bees are all females, but they almost never lay eggs. Worker bees do almost all the chores in the hive. They gather pollen or nectar, guard the entrance, clean the hive, build the comb, make honey, tend the queen, and feed the larvae. They even fan the hive with their wings to keep it cool on a hot summer day.
Okay, so there's an organization among the honeybees as well. So one more short video for the organization.
Mathematician spiders. Compared to their own sizes, spiders build very large webs. Indeed, if we enlarged a spider to the size of a human being, the length of the web it weaves would be approximately 150 meters, which corresponds to a 50-story skyscraper. Is it possible for a human being to weave a lacework the size of a 50-story skyscraper in only an hour? But a tiny spider accomplishes much more than that. Moreover, the spider-woven web is the sturdiest material in the world. How do spiders weave these webs possessing miraculous features? The spider takes into consideration many factors while weaving a web hundreds of times larger than its own size. This task demands at least some calculations essential in constructing a building. For the accomplishment of this work, first the spider must draw a project like an architect, for a construction of this size, design, and sturdiness cannot be accomplished without an architectural project. Once the project is drawn, the spider must calculate the lifting capacity of each part of the web like an engineer, otherwise the web cannot remain suspended. In order to design such a web and make such delicate calculations, the spider must be more qualified than a college graduate. Indeed, there is not a university that provides education to the offspring. Following their birth, they begin to produce silk, weave web.
So the organization of a spider, very unique. Mathematician. So wherever there's an organization, there has to be an organizer. Who gave that intelligence to a spider? Now, right after birth even. So likewise, we see wonderful things created by men. So we have elegant cars, sleek cars, somebody manufactured it. Trendy computers, somebody assembled it. Elegant watches, somebody designed it. Architectural marvels, someone erected it. Eiffel Tower. We have skyscrapers building, somebody built it. Sculptures, somebody carved it. So shouldn't this universe have a super intelligent creator also? So that so wherever there's a creation, which implies there has to be a creator. Now look at the creation of the Lord. So Koa tree, this is the largest tree in the world, and the diameter and the size of the tree is this: 84 meter, 275 feet, and 29 meter of diameter at the trunk. And the giant tree is just packed in a tiny seed. Who's the creator? So yeah, the height. Now, we have a Intel, chips designed by Intel. Who designed the human brain? So we have a one short video about the brain. Oh. So the amazing facts about the brain. The human brain can store more information than all the libraries in the world. Scientifically proven. So who designed it? Who can make so much of complex, which is in itself so complex? Let us go down to the micro world. We need Nita's help also to some. So far, I understand this, every cell has what called DNA, that also has a chromosome that has its what called genes, right? So such a complex system, organization, even on the molecule level. This I don't know, but this is there in the slide. Maybe Neeta can explain. So they are spaced in the points. They're points in the space, sorry, and different element we can get different sizes and different direction and different what you call vision. So there's an organization both at the macro level and the micro level. First, we're looking at the micro level. So we have graphite, slight molecule change, you can make a diamond. So there's an organization at the micro level. So the meticulous design at the micro level. Now on the macro level. In order to manage one, say, satellite, you have different parameters. So you have so many things has to be taken into consideration, the velocity, the spin, the orientation for a satellite to have on the space. Cosmic radiation. Now the moon is a natural satellite, the Earth. The mass of the Earth is 6 into 10 by 21 metric tons, and the speed of the Earth is 106,000 kilometers per hour. Such a heavy mass rotating on its orbit with such a speed, and we don't feel any push, any jerks, whatever. Nothing. It feels everything is normal. The cosmic maintenance by the Supreme Lord. Who's in control? There's so many millions of planets. They're revolving, rotating at their own speed, in their own axis, without disturbance. Who's controlling? NASA? No. If traffic policeman controls the signals of traffic, who controls the traffic of revolving planets? Then we have marvelous design. Let me show you some videos. So there's a theory, some logical studies was being done by Fibonacci. Let's see the video.
Around 1200 AD, a man named Leonard Pisano, better known as Fibonacci, discovered a sequence of numbers that created a very interesting pattern. The sequence begins with the numbers 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, and continues indefinitely. Each number is obtained by adding the last two digits together. A rectangle with a length and width of any two of the numbers of this sequence forms what is known as the golden rectangle, a perfect rectangle. A golden rectangle can be broken down into squares the size of the next Fibonacci numbers down and below. If we were to take a perfect or golden rectangle, break it down into smaller squares based on Fibonacci's sequence, and divide each with an arc, the patterns begin to take shape. We begin to see Fibonacci's spiral. The spiral in and of itself is insignificant. Its importance is revealed in where we find it. Take, for example, the sunflower. The display of its florets are in perfect spirals of 55, 34, and 21, the sequence of Fibonacci. The fruitlets of the pineapple create the same spiral based on the sequence. The pine cone does the same. As currents move through the ocean and the tide rolls onto the shore, the waves that bring in the tide curve into a spiral that can be mathematically diagrammed onto a plot at the points 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, and 55. Buds on trees, sand dollars, starfish, petals on flowers, and especially the nautilus shell are formed with this exact same blueprint. With each segment of growth, the nautilus adds to itself one more value on Fibonacci's scale. This blueprint can be seen around us on a small scale every day, but the greatest example of all is directly above our heads. At an average of 100,000 light years across, even the spiral of the galaxies above us are formed with the exact design that the tiny shell is formed. This sequence or blueprint appears to be the trademark of a designer, a proof of a creator, something left behind indicating the one who was there, a fingerprint. As we scan our universe, from the tiny flower to the awe-inspiring galaxy, we see the fingerprint of God.
So, so the fingerprints of God in all the level, from the flower to the cosmic galaxies. So energies of sun. The sun is 1.3 million times bigger than this Earth, and it says that's a mass. So it says the energy emitted by sun per second is greater than the amount of energy consumed by human race throughout the entire history for 5 lakh years, whatever. So it is said if the Earth moves an inch from its axis, an inch, such a heavy mass with such a speed, the entire Earth will either be burned to ashes or will be frozen. Such a heavy mass revolving at such a speed just moves an inch. So such an impeccable, perfect, precision arrangement. So wherever there's energy, there has to be energetic. So we are seeing the energy. So energy comes from the energetic, logically. So now Neeta I don't know, Simran, you also studied the periodic tables.
Yeah.
So there's an organization, there's a law. So wherever there's a law, laws of physics, optics, thermodynamics, so there has to be lawmaker. Common sense. Law does not exist without the lawmaker. So we find so many physicals, optics, different laws the science have discovered in this gravitational force, the law of gravitational force. So wherever there's a law, there has to be lawmakers. So there are different laws in the world. So the precise laws of mathematical accuracy governs this principle, both at the macro level and the micro level. So now, so someone is ugly, someone is beautiful, someone is handsome, someone is not handsome, someone is stinking rich, someone is poverty stricken, someone is highly intellectual, someone is a laborer, not any studies. Who decides? So we can choose, okay, the kind of college you want to choose, take your education, your job, your spouse, your car, and apartment. But we don't choose our parents. We don't choose our face shape. There are 8 billion people in this world. Everyone has a different shape. Who made this mask? 800 crores, 8 billion mask. Everyone is looking different. Simran is different, Neeta is different, I look different. Our face cut, the mask. Who designed it? Who choose and on what basis? Is it by chance? So it is already shown in the world of matter, physics, chemistry, thermodynamics follow definite, well-defined laws. So now, so how then can our birth, beauty, intelligence only be random events? There is the laws at both the macro and the micro level, the laws of the karma. Karmana deva netrena jantur dehopapattaye sriya pravishta udaram unso reta kanashaya. What Krishna says in the Bhagavatam, under the supervision of Supreme Lord and according to the results of one's work, the soul is awarded a new body. The body is changing. And based on the karmas, your activities in this world, obviously you will have that karma session, but principally Based on your karmas, you're awarded kind of a body, kind of a look, kind of a hair, face cut, and so many things. So there are many scientists who believe in God. Could Simran, you read? I think you have to leave 10:30, I guess, right? Could you read this one?
The Lord is subtle but malicious. He is not.
I'll skip this one. And Lord Kelvin. Nita, could you read this?
I'm able to see half of the quote. Oh, no, right. If you think strongly enough, you will be forced by science to believe in God.
If you think strongly enough, you will be forced by science to believe in God. All the brilliant scientists, they believe in God. Some other day we can tell the story of Isaac Newton about the model. So his friend made a model. He made a model. I mean, there's a story behind. Basically, all the scientists, they believe in God. Maximum. I saw in the atom the key to the deepest secret of nature. It revealed to me the greatness of the creation and the creator. And let me see. An equation for me has no meaning unless it represents a thought of God. Srinivas Ramanujan. Okay, there's a high power not influenced by our wishes, which finally decides and judges. Is in book. Now let me finish this. So Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, let's conclude. Mata paratam nanyat kinchit assi dhananjaya, vai sarvam idam proktam sutre mani ganeva. O Arjuna, everything of this creation rests upon me as the pearls are strung on a necklace. So you can see the thread in it when the pearls are strung on a necklace, but the Lord is a binding force who is connecting, maintaining. God, God for generator, operator, and destroyer. He's the one who generates, creates. He's the one who's maintaining precision, laws, balance, maintenance in this world. And he's the one who destroys as well. Everything rests upon me. Okay. Let me finish this one. So does God exist in the creation? Give me any proof. Just to make you better equipped with the answer, we discussed something today. So if there's an artistry, there has to be an artist. If there's a design, there has to be designer. If there's any creation, there has to be creator. If there's any organization, there has to be organizer. If there's any law, there has to be lawmaker. Things don't just happen by chance. Any question on the same? Any comment?
I have a question.
Please.
In one of the slides, you said that we don't choose our parents, but I thought that like when you die, your soul chooses your parents, or is that not true?
Not true. There are
Depends
higher
on our
powers.
karma.
Sorry, Nita, you want to say something?
After that, you also said that to choose our parents or not, it depends on our karma. Well, not our parents, our life. It depends on our karma. So depending what we have
Basically,
done.
in a nutshell, I'll tell you every action, the principle is, which also said by Newton, every action has equal and opposite reaction. So whatever we do in this world is being observed by the higher authorities. And there are 12 kinds of authorities which are always observing, watching you over. We'll mention some other class, which are the 12 the higher authorities. They are observing your karmas, your activities. Based on that, you'll be given a kind of a birth in a family. May not be a human being, or maybe of any species. Other day we discussed about the other 88.4 millions of species of life. So human being is the most evolved, but there are other species of life. So based on the karmas. So not by chance you came to this family, you became a daughter for this mother and father. And the soul is always transmigrating until it reaches until it reaches the abode of Krishna. This is what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, the truth, the absolute truth in that sense. Maybe then transmigration and the higher authorities, how we are governed, on what basis they take decision for you. Basically, there are two things. We discussed some a principle in previous classes about the karma based on your desires and your activities. Two things are considered. What kind of body you'll get next based on your desire, what you want to have, unfulfilled desires, and your activities of this world. Your good activities, misdeeds, whatever, taken together into consideration. Okay.
Okay. I
So
have another
Simran,
question,
is it
maybe.
okay? Okay, please. Yeah.
If we have the nature, the gift of God, why the human being just wants to try to prove it by science and rather than accept and to use it in our favor? Like we are always like
So could
trying
you could you could
to.
you could you explain your question again? Could you repeat your question
Yes,
again?
it's
Maybe I
quite
just
complicated because I'm thinking in Spanish. But why the human being tries to prove everything that the God has gifted to us? It just needs to be a reason, a scientific reason. Just do it instead of accepting and use it in for further things or further investigation. Especially, I'm talking in a scientific way or in a medical way more
Mhm.
than the scientific. We are just trying to prove everything that it already exists.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. It's
But
it's 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 any logical mind can ascertain that, can know that. If you see the
yes,
creation with the logical mind, intellectual
mm,
mind, you can see this creation cannot happen by chance. There has to have a reason
mm,
for everything.
yes. But
But
okay.
but people have become so dull. Obviously, there are many scientists who do not believe in God. They have a dogma. Perhaps
Mm,
you know the dogma, dogmatic, axiomatic truth
yes.
that whatever is
Mm.
in this creation, we have to find it out. There's no God. That is a
But it's
dogmatic
bit
statement.
frustrating to give a, a explanation to something that already exists and it has a perfection on it, and
Mm. So the
it's just
scientific
studying
world
what is already.
they use some dogmas, that cannot be questioned.
Yes.
It's like
Mhm.
God is not there. So God is not is the one who made this world. So we have to find it out ourselves.
Yes.
Who's the cause
Actually,
of the
it is.
creation?
Oh,
So,
okay.
because this is godlessness, and I won't say demoniac, but yeah, it's a godlessness in that sense. So yeah, we have our devotees, and there are people in the world trying to explain to the scientific world or noble
But
laureate
that
scientists
also creates
also.
frustration because right now in my field, I tend middle age to elder one, and especially uh, the human being, my patient, they are not accepting the body, how it changed and how the nature is that we have to grow old and accept all the changes that they need to have an explanation instead of accepting that how our body gets involved and how it grows. So
Yeah, that is required. The spiritual education is required. Otherwise, their head are so dumb. They think life is all about enjoyment. One doesn't have to do anything with the God, and you're free to do anything in your life. There's no karma. No one is watching over your thoughts. So it's like very careless life, and the people suffer the reactions for this. That is why
mm,
Krishna is saying this world is a place of miseries for those who do not believe in God.
Sorry, I need to leave.
Yeah, yeah, please,
okay.
Simran.
Hare Krishna,
Okay,
thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Mm.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
So
Okay.
I hope to meet you the next Sunday after maybe Monday, Tuesday. Would you be free on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, wherever the next week? I mean, after
Um,
22nd,
after
not this.
22nd, no, no, I know. You are going to Fuerteventura on 21st and 22nd, right?
Yeah, I'll be there 21st, 22nd, maybe
Okay,
23rd
and
also.
after that, you are coming to Lanzarote.
No, I have a plan. I have to see. Uh, I need your advice and suggestion.
Mm.
Last time when I came, so we kept a program on Sunday. I don't think if I don't people cannot come on weekdays, right?
It's quite complicated. That's why Sunday was a good day, but surprisingly, there were only few people who came.
Few people, they were 20s in numbers. So do you think more people should have come for that program?
Yes, I think so because as today is Shivratri, we have also a program over there, and whole island is going to come, almost a whole island, and it's luckily
How many
Sunday.
people? How many people?
Well, if you remember the dimension of the mandir, it gets
Yeah,
full.
I mean
It's
maybe
get
100 people,
full and
100.
yes, more or less. Yes.
Oh, so what should I do? Since I'll be in Fuerteventura, I can I can plan a trip. It's not necessary I have to come, but if there is something, a preaching program, there's a class or there's a program I can speak at, then I
Hmm.
can afford to come. Otherwise, I can go to Gran Canaria.
Hmm.
So do you
I
think
know.
I should plan to come in the weekdays, whatever the number of people they come,
Okay,
give a
for
class,
this
and
type
then
of things, no, what we can do, I'm going to see the Bablu uncle today. I can speak to him and get to know
correct?
if it's available or not, the mandir and also the people who is going to join and
Okay,
everything. And after that, I will
okay,
message you. And after I
okay.
will
So
message you,
Bablu is
so
the
we can see.
president of this temple. Babluji is the temple president.
Is
Is the
the
same
president
person?
of the Indian community of Lanzarote.
Okay, and how many members you have in the Indian community?
We have 250 to 30, I think so. I don't remember because that's something that my parents control.
Something, approx.
Yes,
Okay,
approx 200.
okay. So you're going to meet Bablu uncle today itself.
Yes, because there's a program
Okay,
for
check with him.
Shivratri in
Check
Mandir.
with him. Okay. So today's a program, so you'll be meeting him. Ask him if his this place is available, and we can do
Hmm.
something on the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Maybe Tuesday, Wednesday something. I can stay
Okay,
there for 2 days in Lanzarote.
okay.
Okay, let
And
me
if
know
you're
by
coming,
tomorrow so I can
yes.
plan.
And if you're coming, so on Tuesday I will have to work till 8 o'clock in the evening. But on Wednesday I only have morning shift,
Okay.
so I can we can do a program in
Okay.
the evening.
Yeah, Wednesday we can
Yes.
do. Wednesday we can do that.
Okay, perfect.
My
So I will
preference is
talk
you
to him.
first. Preference is you first. No, my preference is you first.
Okay, thank you. Thank you to
Okay,
consider me.
let me know.
Okay,
Whatever. Hare
Guruji.
Krishna.